Hey everyone, welcome back to Groceries app part 5 video. So in this video, we are going to build the home screen UI of Groceries app. In fact, I'll show you this UI as well. So let me open this in Paint 3D. Okay, in fact, I have already opened that. Okay, if you see, we are going to build this whole UI. If you find this interesting, please hit the subscribe button, like and share with your friends. Okay, and one more thing, if anyone haven't watched my previous video of this Groceries app, please go and watch it. You will get better understanding. That's it. Without wasting time, let's start the video. So first thing, let's check how much we have done till. So let me open the app here again. In fact, I'll format this. If you see, for the first time user, we are showing the splash screen and we have implemented user account as well, right? Using Firebase, okay? We all know this. So now what I'm going to do, let's create an account first. Let's say, so I am @gmail.com. Okay, it's a name, right? I forgot. Okay, I'm keeping it as an Ion only. So quotes of, in fact, I'll write it as quotes@gmail.com and I'll give as password 123456. In fact, you can see this as well. If you see, these are my details. Before that, I'll show my Firebase console as well. If you see, right now we have only this user. In fact, I'll show you in authentication as well. Only this user has the account. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create this account, user's account. So we are directly navigated to login screen. Okay. So let's check. Let's refresh this. User account created successfully or not. If you see, user account successfully created. In fact, we are storing this user into Firestore as well. Okay. These things we have implemented in previous video. Okay. If you see, in fact, these are my details, right? Perfect. So let's log in this user. So what was my email? quotes@gmail.com and my password was 123456. Okay. And let's simply click on login. So if it's successful, then we directly navigated to home screen. Okay, perfect. It's everything was working fine. So now what I'm going to do, so first thing, directly go to app.js, open the app.js and simply give initial route name as home. So that whenever we render the app, it won't go to splash, later login, sign up, these things and all. Okay. We add this icon first in center position. Later we are going to add this search thing. Okay. So first add this icon to home screen. Let me remove this. So right now our text, in fact, let's open the home screen as well. Right now text overlaid on status bar. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, in fact, I'll close this and scroll down this as well. So instead of view, I'm gonna take a safe area view. Why I'm taking safe area view? Because it won't overlay on status bar. Okay, so for this reason. So let's add here as well. Perfect. If you see, right now my text is in safe area position, right? Perfect. So what was my first component we need to add? We are going to add the icon at center position. So let's take an image here. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna add like component wise so that you will get better understanding. Like whenever we get any error, so instead of searching for where is my particular block of code, we are going to break this into components. Like I'm going to create this component here, like saying home icon.jsx rnfc. I'm using snippet here. Okay. So I'm going to add this here. I'm going to call this component here, home icon. This was my created component file, right? You see, home icon text also visible, right? So now what I'm going to do, first check the UI. Is there any padding here? Yeah, there is a padding. In fact, I'll draw this. If you see, there is a padding from here and here as well. It carried whole page. You see, in fact, I'll zoom this. You see, here. So that now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass some padding to this. Style padding horizontal, I'll set 20 so that we'll get some padding here. If you see, it's visible, right? Perfect. So let's pass some padding top as well, some space from top. I'm gonna pass a 10 here. See, we got some padding as well, right? Perfect. So yeah, that's it. Let's go to home icon here. So first add this image. Before that, do we have that image in our assets? Let's check. I guess we have already added that. Splash.png. Is it? No, it's not. Main icon. Yeah, we have our icon. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply take an image here. So simply pass source. So before that, we need to import here image from React Native. Okay. So one more thing, if anyone have doubt like why I'm doing this instead of writing whole code into this, my suggestion is to, for better code readability, my suggestion is to create components like this. Okay, if you have a large UI like this, my suggestion is to create UI like this. In this, like a break this code into component wise, like a per header one component, per search bar one component like this. Okay, I hope you got it. Perfect. So let's close this, and here, okay, we have already imported image as well. So what we are going to do, we are going to pass the source here. So right now our image already in folder, right? So I'm passing it as required. If our image from we are getting from network, we need to pass URI. Okay, perfect. So // assets. So my image is in assets only. So main, let's check. Okay, we have already opened this, right? Main. Icon dot, we need to pass format as well. Okay, we got our image. So now what I'm going to do, let's give some style here. We don't want this much of, I guess. Let's check. Okay, it's small icon, right? So let's reduce the size. Width of 50 and okay, width of 50 and height of 50. Let's reduce to 30. I guess 30 was more. Let's pass 35. Sorry, this will be 30 only. In fact, let's pass 45. Okay, this will be perfect. In view, I'm going to pass style. In style, I'm going to pass justify content center and align items center, so that it will be in exactly center position. Let's check. If you see, right now it's in exactly center position, right? Perfect. So we are done. One component was done, right? So what was the second component here? Okay, let's remove this box. If you see, there is a search bar, right? So let's build this search bar. In fact, I'll draw this. So we are going to build the search bar here. So before that, for responsive, to improve the responsive UI, so I'm going to add package responsive UI. There is a package called responsive dimensions, I guess. I have explained in previous project. Responsive dimensions React Native. Search for this project, responsive dimensions React Native. Okay, simply click on this. If anyone doesn't know about this package, it will simply improve the responsiveness. Okay, based on the screen size, it will get adjusted automatically. That's it. So those who are using Expo or React Native CLI, everyone will be same only. Okay, simply copy that line and simply hit enter, paste it and hit enter. That's it. So okay, it will add packages. In the meantime, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna simply create a component here called home search .jsx rnfp. I'm using snippet. Okay, let's add this home search as well. Okay, in fact, I'll close that. Home search in this component here. Home search. You see, I have imported as well here. Yes. So for this reason only I'm getting this. Okay, perfect. So Meanwhile, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass a flex here so that it will occupy the whole space, nothing but, and I'm going to give a background color as well, white. See, right now it's in white color, right? Perfect. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass a gap as well, gap of 10, so that every component it will give some space, 10. Okay, that's it. If we want more space, we can customize that. Okay, so let's directly jump into home search, and if you see here, there is a text input, nothing but it's completely a view. In fact, it's a view. Inside a view, there is a two components. Okay, so basically this whole gray everything was view only, nothing but a container. In the container, there are two components, nothing but one icon and one text. Nothing but this text, it's not like a common text, it's like a text input. Okay, in fact, I'll draw like this so you will get better idea. See, this was the component here, nothing but, but I'll take this, and this was the component here. Okay, how many components we have in the main container? There are two components. One was icon and one was text input. Okay, so let's add this first. So before that, this was my parent, this was my container. Then let's pass the styling. So background color will be, I'm taking a gray color, E3. And what was my height? Height will be responsive height. I'm gonna passing where we are getting this responsive height from. We have already packaged, right? So I'm getting this from. Okay, so let's pass 4. In fact, I'll open this, and instead of gray color, what I'm going to do for visibility purpose, I'm going to pass a red color so that we'll get better understanding. So that, okay, I'm going to pass some height more. In fact, 5.6. Okay, 6 will be fine, I guess. 6.5. You can pass decimal value as well. Okay, this much will be fine. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass border radius of a 20. Format this. I guess let's check the UI. In fact, I'm going to remove this. Okay, 20 was more. Let's pass 10. Okay, this will be fine. Okay, what was my direction here in container? Flex direction will be row, right? Okay, and align item so that it will be in. Okay, I have to pass comma here. Align items will be center. See, okay. So now what I'm going to do, simply open the Chrome here. We have to add icon, right? There is a search icon. So right now I'm using Expo project. So Expo icons. So I need search icon. Okay, I'm going to add this. Simply copy this and open the here. Simply paste it here and simply copy this and paste it here. And let's check that we are getting or not icon. If you see, I'm getting the icon. And meanwhile, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass some padding horizontal as well, like a 20, so that we will get some spacing from here as well. See, perfect. Done. Now what else we need? Okay, we need to create a text input, nothing but. So let's import from React Native first. Text input. Text input. Basically, we need to get data from user. So for this user only, okay, placeholder, nothing but pre-default text. Search products. I guess product only. Search store. Okay. Store. See, I'm getting the some. In fact, I'm going to remove this. Instead of red color, I'm going to pass light color. E3. You see, this was my text input. and there is no space between this. Even if you see, we need to pass some space here. If you see, there is some space between these two components, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass some space between these two. So how can we pass that? Simple. Simply pass a gap here between these two. I'm going to pass a 5. You see, in fact, I'm going to pass 10. Okay, this was fine. See, we can type here as well, right? Perfect. So what next? So let's check the text input space, how much it occupied the space. How can we do that? Simply pass a style here. Let's pass some background color so that we can see. Right now it just occupied this much of space only. So to increase some space, flex of 1 so that mostly it will occupy the whole space. Whatever the available space, it will occupy that space. Okay, perfect. So let's remove this background color. We don't want that. For visibility purpose only, I just added that. And let's reload this. We are getting some error here. What was the error? Okay, it's working fine. You see, I can type here till it will go till the flex limit. Okay, and I'm going to remove this as well. Okay, in fact, even if you see, the text bar view color was even more lighter. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass that color code, nothing but F2, F3, F3, and let's pass the ash. You see, and let's check the UI here. See, same color, right? Perfect. So we have added this as well. So now what I'm going to do here. Okay, right now I have only single image. Home banner dot jsx, sorry, spelling mistake. I need to pass only single x only, and simply type RNFC. Okay, extension. So let me close this home search as well. It's done, right? So let's call that home banner here. Home banner. If you see, so let's jump into home banner here. So one more thing, I already have that image. I have downloaded that. I have already downloaded this image. So simply copy this image. In fact, I'll provide this image in description. Okay, don't worry about that. And simply go to assets, reveal in file explorer, and simply open this assets and simply paste it here. You see, banner. So right now I'm not going to implement any scroll banners. Okay, I'm just simply adding that image. Okay, that's it. So further I'm going to make it into carousel, like where user can able to scroll these things. Okay, so we have added successfully image as well into our assets folder. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass the image auto import script. And let's import from React Native as well, image. Okay, done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass source here. Okay, right now our image in project only, right? So I'm going to pass require, inside require dot slash assets slash banner dot, what was the format? Let's check the format here, banner.png. Okay, it was in PNG format, nothing but. To see, right now I got my image as well. In fact, let's close the screens and let's open the components only, and let's open this as well. Okay, let's check, do we need to increase any height or like this? Let me open this. Okay, let's increase some height here. Style. So in fact, I'm gonna drag this. Height, I'm just passing the height, that's it. Okay, responsive height, we have added package, right? So I'm going to pass 5. Okay, 5 will be much more low. 10, not 10, 15. Okay, 15 was fine. you see, we have added image as well. And one more thing, let's check. See, same height, same. Okay, perfect. So what next? We are going to build this carousel, okay? This products carousel. So before that, what I'm going to do, let's add this first, like exclusive offers and see all things, okay? So what I'm going to do, same way, let's take one more component here. Let's name it as like a products title. In fact, okay, I'm going to pass products title dot jsx, and same way RNFP snippet I'm using, and let's call this component here. What was my component name? Products title. It's only right. See, I got it. In fact, I'll close this, and if you see here, there are nothing but two in this. Consider its red box as an container. In this container, how many components we have? 2 components. Nothing but 2 text. Exclusive offer. This was my one text, and see all was my another text, right? So let's add this first. So let me close this, and simply how can we add this? So let's pass styling to this. What was my direction here? Flex direction was row, and justify content will be space between, because both are in 2 separate directions, like one text in left side and one text in right side, right? So for this reason, and align items will be center, so that it will be exact in center position. And let's reload this. So how can you see the difference? I'm going to copy this text and I'm gonna paste it below here, and let's open the app again. Okay, let's close this app. In fact, I'm gonna remove this, and let's open the app again. In fact, I'm gonna drag this somewhere down. Yes, this will be fine. You see, right now how many text we have? 2 text, and both are in 2 different directions, right? Perfect. So what was my first text? Explore. There is something called exclusive offer and see all. Okay, let's pass the text to these 2 things. Exclusive offer, and another text is see all, right? Perfect. So let's pass some styling as well. Style font size will be, let's say 18, and font weight will be, let's pass bold. In fact, I'm gonna increase the size as well. Bold, I guess. And what else? I guess this will be fine. Instead of, in fact, more bold, I'm gonna pass 800. 800 will be better. I guess not 800. Let's pass 700. 600. Okay, 600 was fine. So now let's pass styling to this see all text. So same way, style. So I'm gonna say font size as 15, in fact 16, and color will be my colors dot primary, nothing but green color. That's it. So if you see in the UI here, if you see this text we have which added, right? See exclusive offer, and if you see the format as well here as well, like best selling and see all, both are in same styling, right? Both are in row direction. The only difference was text was changing, right? So what I'm going to do, instead of every time creating more components like best sell, these things and all, I'll simply differentiate, like I'll use custom using props, nothing but, let me remove this. Instead of this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass it as title, and see all was same for all text, right? So for this reason I'm not doing any changes to that. I'm gonna simply pass title here same way. Where do we get this title from means, so come to home screen, and if you see this was my component, right? I'm gonna pass title. Basically this will be string only. Let's pass the text here, exclusive offer. If you see, I got my text. In fact, I can customize this much more times. Even if you see, I can pass another text as well. Instead of saying exclusive, I can pass best deal here, like this way. I hope you got it, right? See, styling was same only thing was I'm just making the text dynamically so that I can change anytime how many times I want. Okay, it's done. So what next? Okay, we have successfully added this text as well. So next what I'm going to do, in fact I just created this custom data as well. I'll show you that. Okay, let me close this. I don't want. I just created some custom data like for products, for fruits, nothing but. Later we'll change this data as well. Okay, just for testing like UI purpose only, I just created name, pieces, how many pieces, price, and image. Image I'm getting from network. Okay, in fact I'll show you that as well, how I'm getting that. And don't worry about this, I'll provide this whole data in description. Okay, you will get this data from description. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply copy this whole data here, and I open this. In fact, open the VS Code. In fact, I'll open this as well. So let's open this, and simply in utils create a file name called data.jsx. You can give any name, it's up to you. I'm giving it as an data only, and simply paste this here. That's it. What I did, nothing but in utils folder, I just created a file called data. That format will be .js, and here I just simply copied that whole data and I just simply pasted here. Okay, same way you have to do that. Okay, I'll provide this data in description. Simply copy this whole data and create a file called data or anything, it's up to you, and simply paste it here. Okay, done. So let's close this. We don't save. If you see, there is nothing but it's a flat list here. In fact, I'll show you this. What was this? Nothing but it's a flat list, and we are entering our whole products in this UI. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, directly jump into this components here and simply name it as like products carousel .jsx. I'm naming it as and I'm using snippet here, products carousel. I named it as products carousel. You can name it anything. Okay, and yeah, that's it. And simply call this component here, products carousel. See, that's it. So what I'm going to do, simply open the products carousel here. This was the file, right, we created. So simply close this, we don't want. So now what I'm going to do, simply take a flat list here, and same way flat list here as well. And in flat list we need to, how many things we need to pass? Parameters. There are 2 parameters we need to pass. It was mandatory. What was those parameters? Means data. What was the data? Our data name called fruits, I guess. Yeah, fruits only. In fact, I'll show you that. So simply go to utils. What was my fruits here? What was the data name here? Fruits only. And we are exporting this as well. If you cannot export this, you cannot use this. Okay, fruits done. Later what we need to pass? We need to pass a render item here, and basically it will take a function. Inside the parameter we need to pass item.index item. You can pass any name, it's up to you. And I'm using brackets here. Let's check we are getting data or not. Text and item dot name. If you see, I'm getting data. Where do I getting this data from? If you see, these are the data I'm getting from apple, banana, orange, pineapple, this thing. Okay, perfect. Successfully, we are getting the data as well. So what next? Simply take a view here. Why I'm taking view means, if you see, there's a green light color border, right? In this border only, these are the components we have. In fact, for differentiation, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply, okay, this was my main box. Nothing, consider it like a container. In this container, how many components we have? There is an image. This was my one component. And this was my second component. And this was my third component. Okay, how many boxes component we have inside the parent box? We have right now 3 components and one more component is there. In fact, I'll show you that. Let's open this first. And this was my another component. Okay, inside this component there are 2 more things. Okay, so to make you clear, first create this box first, let us implement this. Okay, why I'm opening this? Okay, let's open VS Code here. Let's pass some style. And one more thing, our components UI is in what direction? If you see, it's in horizontal direction, right? So let's pass that as well. How can we pass that? Horizontal, simply like this. That's it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass height here first. Responsive height will be less, pass 10. Let's check the background color, how much height. Let's pass red. In fact, I need to pass in columns. It's a string basically. Apart from here, why we are not getting the data showing? It's not showing here. Okay, let's pass the width as well. Responsive width from that we have added, right? So in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass a 20. Let's format this, in fact, and let's open this app again. Okay, right now it's combined, right? So for this reason only, we are getting it showing like that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply margin right 20. I'm just, see, these are my boxes, right? We need to increase the height as well. Let's pass 30. We don't want this much of height. 20, 22, is 25. Okay, 25 was fine. And let's pass the width as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass 50. Or 50 was more. 40, 45. Okay, 40 was 45 will be fine. In fact, if you see, there is a scroll view, right? Even if I'm dragging here, there is a scroll indicator, right? So let's remove that scroll indicator. How can we remove that? Show scroll indicator equals to it. Basically, it will take an false. That's it. If you see, you can't see any scroll indicator here because we removed that, right? Perfect. So now what I'm going to do, in fact, I'll demo this. So basically our view was in curve direction in all sides, 4 sides, nothing but top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right? So let's make it a curve here. How can we make it? Simply by using border radius of 10, in fact 15. Okay, 15 was fine. Let's pass 30, I guess. 28. And instead of 10, instead of 20, I'm gonna pass margin right as like 15. Okay, 15 was fine. See, right now we created a parent container, nothing but. Okay, so If you see the UI here, there is no background color, nothing but there is a border, nothing but if you see there is a slight border, right? So let's add that border first. So instead of background color red, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna say border width, nothing but a thickness of 2 here, and border color will be, I'm passing gray, light gray, E3, 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 and let's format this first. If you see how we got this border means border, we just pass the border width means border thickness, what type of thickness you need, I just pass 2, and border color, we just pass the border color as well. So for this reason only we are getting this. Okay, perfect. So what next? Okay, we created parent container successfully. So what next? We are going to add the image, nothing but those sub childs in the container. So first there is an image here. Let's add this image. Import from React Native. So source, and right now we are getting this data from, if you see, I'm getting HTTPS, these things means we are getting the image from networks, okay, nothing but from Google, okay, from networks. So okay, so we need to pass URI here, URI and item dot image. See, this was my key name, right? I just passed that name only. Okay, perfect. So you can't see this right now because we didn't pass any stylings here for this reason. So let's pass height as well, like a height of responsive height. I'm using responsive height of instead of responsive height, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass 200 here, height 200, width 200, so that we'll get some better idea. Okay, it just took this much of space. We don't want, instead of 100, let's pass 100 here, 100, 100. Okay. In fact, I'm going to remove this width. Let's check. So see, we got our images, but we need to increase the size. So instead of, let's pass 50, 150, nothing but, okay, not 150, 120. Don't worry about this. Image was getting cropped. If you see even, so we can fix this. How can we fix this? Means simply pass, there is a property called resize mode. It will take contain so that it will give exacting. Even if I scroll down here as well, right, it will just simply showing the whole image, right? Perfect. See, we are getting the images as well. Some height as well, 125. Okay, we have added images successfully. So what next? So let's check the UI here. Okay, we have added this image as well. So we need to add the text here, nothing but we need to showcase the product title and those pieces, these things, and let's add later we are going to add this price as well. So how can we add this means, so let's pass the organic bananas. So nothing but I'm going to take a view here. Why I'm going to take a view means, I'll show you this. There is a padding from here, there is a space, nothing but from left and right. If you see, for this reason, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a whole view. Inside this view only, I'm going to add those components. So basically padding horizontal will be 10, I'm passing it as 10. And text item dot name. See, right now we got our product's name here, right? Perfect. So let's format this and let's pass the styling as well. So font size will be let's say 16, and font weight will be not enough. Let's pass 600. 600 will be fine. In fact, let's say 18, I guess, font size. Okay, so at every text, even if you see name Apple, so the initial letter was in capital, right? How can we do that? So right now you can change this here instead of changing these all things. So assume that let's say if you have 3 products, you can simply change this text. But what if you have products of like around 100 of data like this? So consider it's like an 100 of data. How can you change like going to each product and considering changing into Apple like this capital letters? You can change it through code as well. How can we do that? Means, so I'll tell you. Item dot name at char at 0 will be dot to uppercase. I'm going to change that into uppercase plus item dot name dot slice. So I want the remaining data, so that I'm going to pass this. If you see in a single line, I just change the whole name into caps, nothing but. What I did, I'll explain you. So item dot name character at 0, nothing but we all know this index start from 0, right? So what was the index name here? Consider let's say Apple. So what was the index 0 means A. Initial name letter will be A only, right? So I'm going to changing that into uppercase, nothing but capital letter. Later I'm going to adding that like a remaining plus item dot name dot slice. I'm just cutting that from 0. So I'm just removing that 0. Instead of 0, I'm going to returning the remaining letters. Okay, from 1. That's it. So yeah, done. So what else? So okay, we have successfully added this text here, done. So next we are going to showcase these things. There is a text, simply pass item dot pieces. Okay, right now we have 7 pieces. And what was the another text? There is another text. Why I'm opening this again? Okay, there is a common text for all things like a price G. Okay, so I'm going to add that as well, like a price G. Okay, perfect, successfully added the text as well. In fact, I'll remove this. So there is a space between these two things, right? So let's give some space as well. How can we do that? Means, so simply pass a gap of 5. There is not much. See, right now we got our space as instead of 5. What I'm going to do, I'm going to say 3. Okay, 3 was fine. Let's check the UI here, and okay, it's in light gray color, nothing but. So let's change the color as well for this text. So I'm gonna pass a style, color. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna simply pass gray color only, and yeah, it will be fine. Yeah, gray was fine. So yeah, we have added second component as well. So what next? We need to add this box. Nothing but this box. So consider it's like as a container. In this container, how many childs we have? We have 2 childs, 1 text and 1 button. Okay. So simply take a one more view. Why I'm taking view? Because we need to create a container, right? So in container there is a text. What was the text here? Item dot price. You see, successfully we got our price here. And let's pass some styling to this view here. Nothing but a flex direction of row, and align items will be center, and justify content will be space between. Let's format this and let's reload this. Okay, let's close this app and reopen this app again. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, let's add that icon first. Basically this was my expo icon. Search for plus here. Squared icon. In fact, I'll add this icon. So it was similar only. Okay, we can change that color as well. Okay, no issues with that. So simply copy that line and paste it below here, and same way. Oh, okay, where was that icon? Let's check. This was the line we have added. Font awesome. Okay, this one. So simply copy this line here and paste it below. That's it. And let's open the emulator. If you see, right now we got our icon as well. Perfect. So in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the size of this icon 30, and I'm going to pass some. I need a margin top. In fact, I'm going to pass some margin from top as well, like let's say 10. Okay, so in fact, I'm going to change this color as well. Instead of black, I'm going to say my colors dot primary, nothing but a green color. See, perfect. In fact, let's say 33. Okay. So let's open this UI. Let's check what else we need to add. So let's add this text here. Sorry, nothing but we need to style. Let's style this item dot price. So instead of this, font size of 20, font weight will be bold, I guess, fine. And what else? Let's add the rupee symbol as well. So rupee symbol, search for rupee symbol in Google and simply copy this thing and simply paste it here and give some space. That's it. See, done. We have successfully added this as well. Let's check the UI here. Okay, there is a best selling same and styling also same. And what I'm going to do, we can change the data only, and remaining everything was same only. So for this reason, instead of let's open this, let's close this. So this functionality was done, right? So simply, in fact, I'll close this as well. So let's go to home here. Simply open home and simply copy this product title here and simply paste it below here. Below products carousel, nothing but, and simply pass this name best selling, right? So simply pass this name here, best selling. That's it. And same way, right now we don't have remaining data, like what do we call. In fact, I'm gonna, if you see, there is the same data only, right? Like only the data was changing, nothing but UI was same only, right? So for this reason, right now I'm just showing the same UI only for remaining as well. So same way, simply copy this products carousel here and simply paste it below. If you see, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply add a scroll view, nothing but simply add a scroll view here and simply wrap this whole. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply take a view here. Why I'm taking view, I'll explain you. In fact, I'll simply close this whole thing, simply cut that and simply paste it below in the view. That's it. So you can ask me like why gap is not working. Means right now the whole content in scroll view, right? In scroll view, the gap won't work, okay? So let's pass some few parameters of like let's say flex 1, so that it will occupy the whole space, nothing but. And what else we need to pass, we need to give some gap, right? So for this reason only I just took a gap view here, nothing but, and gap of 20. See, right now we got our gap as well, and it's a scrollable as well, right? And in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply remove this padding, these things and all, I'll simply pass that to this thing. And let's format this. Nothing but I just simply pass this scroll view, padding horizontal, padding top, that's it. Nothing else I did, okay? If you see, right now it's scrollable as well. And in fact, I'll close this. Now my view in this here, right? So I'll pass this here. I just simply pass the padding bottom to this, nothing but a view. See, right now I can able to check the whole UI. And there is a scroll indicator, right? If you see at right side, there is a scroll indicator showing, right? I don't want that scroll indicator. How can we remove this? So simply, same way, simply pass show vertical indicator equals to false. Sorry, we need to pass this and false. And that's it. See? And one more thing, what I'm going to do, let reduce some images size as well. Like, in fact, let's open the home, not a home banner. Simply go to product carousel, right? Okay. Instead of this, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna simply pass a width of 120 here. And I'm gonna say align self of center. Let's pass the comma here. So it will be in exactly center position. Perfect. If you see right now, it's exact perfect, right? Perfect. So that's it for this video. So in next video, what we are going to do, we are going to simply add the functionality as well, and we are going to build the UI. In fact, I'll show you that UI. If you see, whatever the user clicks on the product, we are going to show that product in this UI, and we are going to add this tab bar as well. Okay. So if you find this interesting, please hit the subscribe and like and share with your friends. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in next video.